Good afternoon. My name's David. This is IS 361 final project, 2016 spring semester. In this project, we took three websites over a 2 year period and we analyzed the number of visitors that each one of them had per month. The three websites that I used were Amazon, Facebook, and Yamaha. Uh, so, essentially, I broke these into three different tables. Sorry. I took a line graph, another line graph, and a barn graph. I broke them down by visitors per year per month for the years of 2015, then per year per month for the years of 2016. Even though the year hasn't ended, we're creating a story. Um, and then the yearly totals. So, as you can see, let's start with the yearly totals. That each one of the websites grew substantially. Um, Here we have the total numbers of visitors for Amazon.com during the year of 2016. They had 215,353,925 visitors, as opposed to their 2015 year, which was 130,843,454 visitors. Moving on to Facebook. Facebook, now, obviously these numbers aren't real because Facebook has over 1 billion users. But just for the sake of the project, during the year of 2016, Facebook had 35,588,448 visitors, as opposed to their 2015 year, where they had only 15 million. So they grew by a little more than 50%. Um, as opposed to Amazon, which grew by about, what is that, 40%. But still, that's a really, really good growth. Um, then we move down to Yamaha. Yamaha in the year of 2015 had a mere 7,241,506 visitors, and then grew substantially to a total of 49,762,163 visitors for the following year. So they almost grew 700%. Right, they did grow 700%. So essentially, there you see the growth of each website per year. Now, this doesn't say that, everybody bought something off of Amazon every time they visited, but the growth is substantial. Same thing as for Facebook. Facebook grew in numbers. Doesn't mean that each one of those people are a user. They could have went on the website, just checked it out, and never signed up. As well as Yamaha. Nobody says that every single person that went on Yamaha.com bought themselves a new motorcycle. But increased visitors means that they have new potential clients, more potential clients that go on their website, that research and doing research and maybe potentially to buy something. Now we're going to move up and we're going to go break this down into the 2016 year by month. So if we see here, we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Um, Normally, I would say that I would have expected that Amazon would have a substantial amount of people who visited their website during the December months, December, but guess somebody didn't decide to, people decided not to do their Christmas shopping on Amazon this year. Maybe they decided to do Target. Their biggest population of visitors was during the month of August, where they had 45,737,383 visitors. Why did this happen? Who knows? Maybe people were deciding that they needed to do their fall shopping and they decided to use Amazon. But as you can see, their growth from the beginning of the year dropped a substantial amount, then grew, then dropped another substantial amount. Then they skyrocketed from a mere 3,435,000 visitors, 3,435,900 visitors, all the way up to 45 million in a mere 2 months. And then they dropped and evened out and ended the year pretty poorly. If we go over to their 2015 year, they mostly grew. They grew. You know, they were pretty stable for the first quarter. Then, if you look at their second quarter, which consists of April, May, and June, they grew very, very, very slightly. Same thing for the next 3 months. So, and then in the month of August to September, they skyrocketed to 46 million users. Same thing approximately that happened in 2016, just about a month shy. And then they slowly plummeted. Once again, nobody decided to use Amazon during the holiday months. Moving on. Looking to Facebook, Facebook usually has a very, very, very stable amount of visitors throughout their whole year. They only dropped under 1 million visitors for about 2 months, which was in the months of March and April. I guess people decided not to use Facebook that month. But they grew back up to over 1 million users and stayed stably all throughout the year. In their year of 2016, that was not so much. They started the year off with about 2 million users, 2.5 million users, and then they grew almost to 3 million and then dropped under 500,000. So dropping under 500,000 users for a company like Facebook means they have been having a really bad year, and then towards the end, their numbers of visitors in November increased to 25,634,999, which is a substantial increase. And I believe this is due to the month of November being, you know, Thanksgiving, the holiday months are coming up, and people have decided to take pictures and post them up. But who knows? And then they plummeted once again in December. Moving on. In the year of 2015, Yamaha was very, very, very stable. They started off their year at 2 million visitors and stably throughout the year stayed around 200,000. That would be my dog Louie. Louie, stop barking, please. Thank you. Excuse that. There's somebody walking past my house. In the month of October, we're at 2 million. That was their best month of the year. They grew from, having 2 million, let's say 100,000 visitors in the beginning of the year, and in October they had 2.5 million. And then we dropped back down to under 500,000. So they had a very stable year with a couple of, outliers there. But we have to see what those people saw during those months. Maybe people wanted to buy some kind of equipment for the summer, so they were looking over here, to make a purchase around these months, or maybe they purchased because there were deals. There are usually deals that pop up for summer equipment such as motorcycles and ATVs and buggies for use during the summer, and the prices go up, so people aren't really shopping as much, during these months. This is the season for people to have motorcycles, but they want to buy it right before the season and after the season to use it for the following year. Now let's see what happened with Yamaha during 2016. During 2016, what happened was they had absolutely zero visitors in October, which was probably due to a website outage. But let's see where they started off. Their year went a little bit better, where they started off once again with 2 million users and dropped for about 2 months and then went up to a whopping 4 million users. And you know, they had a pretty stable couple of months. I would say that's the first quarter, so second quarter dropped in the middle, but stayed up, and 1, 2, 3, they had a very good third quarter of the year. As for the fourth quarter of the year, their website went down. It was in the news, and what happened was that people didn't do their jobs, and the website was down for the whole month, and they had absolutely no users. But in November, they went back up to their 2.5 million users, which is what they were prior to the outage. And they skyrocketed for the holiday season to 26 million users, where people were buying snowmobiles and ATVs for the winter months. This has been my presentation for the final project. I hope you enjoyed it, and I took pleasure in taking the class. I very much enjoyed it. I learned a lot, and I'm actually hoping to put it to some good use soon. Thank you very much, and have a great and amazing day.